I
should
know, I
get
keep
that.
meaning to. But I always tell my good buddy Turtle Guy on the regular the details so I don't forget.
Yeah,
But,
because
yeah,
that is scientifically sound.
we here, Turtle Talk. Actually, I'm not going to give a disclaimer. This is not my job. This is not my series.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
Turtle
don't
Talk.
do that, but Turtle Guy is the
Don't
guy in
do what
charge.
you probably shouldn't do. Hello, and as you can tell by my bamboozled guest host,
Hold on.
hmm?
No,
What?
I was getting bamboozled. That's
Yeah,
why
my bamboozled guest host, Mr.
wow, the
Cyber
energy.
Prime, ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen.
Hey, I got introduced. Nice. Hello. That
Yeah.
is
I've
me.
decided Turtle Talks will now work at like Saturday Night Live. I will be the band that's here,
What?
or I will be like
You're the
the cast.
band. What?
I'm the band's always there, and so are the cast. I'm always here. I'm like the furniture, and then like we have guest
Hey, you're more
hosts.
than the furniture.
Yeah,
You're
I'm the
like the
band.
dishes that we wash up as well.
Oh, thanks. Oh, the contact. Contact?
The content? I don't
Contact?
know what the I'm not gonna wash you. We're not doing like a weird bathtub stream on Twitch.
It's too late, you've agreed.
I did not. I
Cyber
literally said
Prime
no.
Bathhouse.
No, what the? No, I don't really. I don't really
Uh,
go to public bathhouses. I haven't been to
neither
ancient
I
Rome in a
went
couple of
to
years.
I went to a sauna once. Fucking hated it.
I don't mind saunas actually.
I go to a
It's
jacuzzi.
not nice when you start in it, but if you stay in it for a couple of minutes, then it's fine. Jacuzzis are great from the get go.
Jacuzzis are fine. I didn't much care for the sauna. I felt like I couldn't breathe in there.
Yeah, but you gotta push through it. You gotta keep going, and then it's nice. Trust me.
Cyber
You gotta
Prime is
keep doing
quite
it.
literally the pain and the beauty.
What the
Cyber
fuck? I
Prime
don't know
would be
what that's
great in
referencing.
like the oh, what do you call like the Miss America kind of contests. You'd just be like a
What the fuck are
helicopter
these
parent.
references? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, what do you want clarification on?
Yes, I've got everything. What do you mean, Miss America helicopter parents?
Miss
What?
America, you know where like the kid is like, with the
Is Miss America not a model show?
no. Okay, I know. Okay, I'm probably see. One's a model, and then but they have like Little Miss or something. They do one for
Okay.
like younger kids.
That seems really socially sketchy.
Yeah, so I know they do one for
Oh
like.
my god, that seems really sketchy. Okay,
Mm,
that's like putting in like beauty standards in kids. That's like not what they should be teaching them.
yeah, the
Anyway,
more
I
you
don't know. I'm
say
not in
that,
charge
the
of
more
TV.
I definitely know what happens.
Man, well, anyway, the world's
I
fucked up.
definitely have a feeling I'm putting the wrong label to it with Miss America, but I think it's like Little Miss contest or something. I don't know. And you know what? I'm not gonna look it up either because that's dead air. But
That's
speaking
dead
of,
air.
um, a
Dead
topic of
air.
sorts
What?
that we may move on from. I'm gonna throw a topic into the
Well, let's
ring and
start
see
it
if it.
first.
Childhood memories. Anything. No, nothing.
Uh,
Nothing. Prime's got
sorry,
nothing.
sorry, I wasn't like programmed. It's going to take a while to
Yeah.
go through the
I
go
do
through the
also
memories.
realize I kind of
So
threw this at you quick because we
yeah,
didn't. Because the
I
last
didn't know
one
there
I
was going to
gave
be
you like
topics of
5 minutes
this.
beforehand. I don't know. We're experimenting.
Um, childhood
Um,
stories.
childhood
I
stories.
remember my first day of school.
You remember your first day of school? I
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of.
remember
I remember
anything else
little
apart
bits.
from
I
it, really,
remember
but I
the
remember my
photo
first
being
day.
taken. I remember my
You
little
got
bag.
photos taken?
My parent would take a picture of me.
Oh, I thought you meant the school would.
No, the picture wasn't just like, oh, we have a before and an after. You look sad on the
Welcome to
after.
school. Think they just like take your mugshot and then you're gonna be here for fucking 20 years.
20 years?
I meant the education system. I did not
20?
repeat. I meant the education system.
Cyber Prime was a long time in Shawshank.
It's like the Fairly Odd Parents thing or whatever the hell that was. I don't know what it was. Was that, like the thing? where like Timmy was like an adult or whatever the fuck. I didn't watch Fairly Odd Parents. I don't know what I'm talking about
I
here.
don't know it that well. The show went on for too long. You hear me? I think I know what you're trying to reference.
It's like
I
the
love
live
how
action
you
movie or
actually
something. It's the
picked
thing
a
that
good
David keeps
reference.
referencing it.
Yeah. Oh, one other. There's three things I remember about my first week slash day in school. The picture, the fact that I remember, like, I came in on my first day and they signed me into, like, I think we called it the Lara Rulla.
I have no fucking clue what that means, but I really
I
want to hope
think
that
it
you're
was
saying the
like.
La Gorilla, and there was just a cage match with you and a bunch of kids fighting a gorilla.
I think it's like, oh, the, like, not log, oh, the attendance? But, like, it was not in. For some reason, they put it like, oh yeah, let's call it like it's an Irish name.
Wait,
Yeah.
like the roll, as in
Yeah.
roll call?
Yeah, but they had like a big book.
The size of the book doesn't change what the fuck it was is in it.
It was very big. It was bigger than me for a while, and then I got bigger than it, and then it turned
It's
digital.
bigger than you. Are you referring to the fact when you were like just born, or did you go to school and find like, holy shit, this book is bigger than my
The book
entire
was pretty
corporeal form?
big. Oh, I wish David was here because he'd back me up. He saw
Look,
the
I don't know
book.
if he would, man.
I
How
also
small
remember.
were you?
I feel this is now turning into school memories, but the other thing I remember, I had this black like drinks bottle and it had Ninja Turtles on it, but it was a sticker, so the Ninja Turtles eventually rubbed off.
I remember getting lost in a bush.
Lost in a bush.
It was a big bush. It was like Narnia.
I remember my first interaction with friend of the channel, Dave Kivo.
I remember when David pushed me down a hill.
Oh yeah, David. The first thing David told me to do was shut up. I didn't listen.
I also remember pushing David down a hill.
In revenge?
2 separate occasions. Yes.
You never
Maybe.
pushed me
I'm
down
not sure,
a hill.
actually. No, you slippery bastard. You lube yourself up too much. It's like when I go to do it, I go like, whoa, and then I fall past.
Yeah. I do remember seeing you on the floor often, which was
Yeah.
strange.
God damn, my face
I
hit
remember,
the floor a lot.
Yeah. I remember, like, I saw you and a thing that we used to do outside of that other thing we went to.
I have no fucking clue what you're referring to. But another memory that's just popped into my head is a recent memory.
Oh, no.
Just by eating shit on the ground, it's just reminded me. You remember the fact that I went skating, didn't you?
No?
Ice skating.
Oh, yeah.
Ice skating. Basically, I was going to say viewers, listeners, esteemed listeners of the Turtle Talks.
Mm-hmm.
I went skating one time for the first time in my life. Person I was with, my girlfriend, incredible
Oh.
skater. She was able to like just properly skate. And I was looking at the people outside and I was like, this looks easy. I can surf. I can do this. I was wrong. I basically got onto the ice skate and actually like had a spasm. My heart rate was going like into fucking 3 digits for every single
You sent
second
us a
I was on
picture.
that
You look
thing.
like you got in a fight with the Green Arrow.
Yeah, no, I fell. I was going. Oh God, man! I was skating. And what was so bittersweet about it is that I didn't fall. Then the first time that I went to try and do it by myself, I was right beside the wall and I reached out to grab it. And then that lunge caused me to do a Looney Tunes thing where my body ended up going parallel to the ground. So my arm was like in first person, my arm was reaching out for the wall. And then I just lowered and then my face just collided with the ground. And I ended up looking like Two-Face. I was actually bleeding all over the ice rink, and someone skated up to me and was like, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he said, "You got a bit of blood there. Are you sure you're okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I just fell over."
I love
it didn't
this person.
hurt.
I love this person that just rolled up to you, like fucking
Yeah,
Captain
that's the
Obvious,
thing. They're
just
also
like, oh
fucking
hey,
suave
you
on
got
their
a bit of
skates. They're like,
blood there.
yeah,
Like-
it's so like that. All of them, the professionals that were there to make sure people don't fall over, they did a great job. They literally just walk over as if they're not. It's as if there's no effort.
Yeah,
They're just like actually going around.
Yeah, I remember I went ice skating once, and I think
Oh,
I
I didn't
don't
know this.
know if this
Why
was
didn't
the
you tell me of the
same.
dangers?
This I don't know if this
You
was the
didn't warn
same
me.
time. So I think I may have mentioned on a previous Turtle Talk that I went to like this. We went to a hotel once. Yeah, we went to a hotel once, and they had like a kids club or something. And at the kids club, I went on to a bouncy castle and then got ate shit and hit on the floor. So I don't know if it was
Cool.
on the same trip or the same. I definitely feel it was the same hotel. Anyway,
Turtle
they
guy
were
eats
like,
shit the road trip.
yeah, but they brought us ice skating, and I fucking clung to the wall. Like
Oh,
I
that's what I
just
was doing the whole time. Well, not the whole time. In all fairness, don't I actually did let go for most of it. But I
I
was
let
going
go for
really
one
fucking
thing,
slowly.
got scared. There were people that was like, "Oh, here, I'll come in." I'm like, "No, you're not safe. The wall is safe. You are a
No, yeah.
human."
It got to the point where I was looking across into like the kids section, and they all have these little penguin things you can hold on
Mm.
to, and I was like, I could fucking take one. I could punch in and just grab it.
I could
No one
punch a
would hear the
child. I
screams.
could take a
No one would
child.
hear anything. I could just
Wait,
grab
wait,
it and go and just
wait,
skate
hold
with it.
on.
I
Wait,
was
hold
I
on.
was actually contemplating just stealing one of the skating things, the skating aids. It's essentially like stabilizers. Honestly,
Cyberprime beats up a
stabilizer skates on
child
my
and
ass.
steals
Obviously, I
its.
didn't do it and never would do it. That was just exaggerated for comedy. But I
Just
did. Next
imagine,
time, I might
imagine the
actually take one.
scenario. You're looking like you're the supervisor, whatever, of an ice rink, and you just see this man beating up on. Imagine if the child was like just. Oh Jesus! You're just there in the ground. The
Look,
child is beating you up. This is like a
yeah, the
fucking.
child probably would have won because bear in mind this fight, which I would never do. Let's me just reiterate. But if this fight were to occur, it would have occurred on the ice, which is not my most proficient territory. So if I would have gone to do anything, I would have just fucking slid on my ass again, or my face, which apparently is the thing that I do. I skated on my face like legitimately because I moved when I when I landed. But yeah, that was great. Everyone laughed at me. Which, oh, that sorry, I'm playing a game at the same time. I totally forgot. I just ruined the immersion. I'm not sitting in the Turtle
The
Talks recording
Turtle
booth.
Talk studio. Oh,
The Turtle Talk
this is
studio
more
currently is alone.
entertaining. Oh,
Turtle Guy is talking to himself in a little
yeah.
soundproof box.
My little coffin, so to speak.
But Turtle
Um,
Guy, do you remember the first time you got scared?
okay, changing topics and
No, it's still childhood
I
memories.
remember
I'm just
I
trying
was
to think.
very prone to nightmares. I remember the weirdest dream, not weirdest dream. I specifically remember, and I don't know if it was a commercial. I always dreamed about flowers, and then the flower would pan up to a McDonald's.
Were you scared of McDonald's? Where is this going? Is this just the end of the
That
story
was
again,
no,
like that
no, no,
fucking
no,
pen
no.
story?
That was a dream I often had. What else? I know I was afraid of the dark for a while. I also.
You're not. Whoa! You're not fucking. You can't end the story like that. This is like the fucking. Oh, I had a load of pens. That's it. That story. Where does that go? Why was that a nightmare?
That
Why did
wasn't
it
a
be like,
nightmare. I
oh,
was no. You
fast
misfucking
food?
listened. That was just the first dream I remember, and I know I had
That
that
was your
after a
first
nightmare.
ever dream?
It was my first dream at the mere
Turtle Guy
age
got
of.
consciousness as soon as he saw McDonald's for the first time.
Oh, have you seen? There's the. I think I sent it to the people, but like that bit where
Is
you
this the
like.
choir?
No, when you regain conscious, or when you like you're a child and then you gain consciousness, like oh my god, life.
I mean, that is probably a thing
Where are
that
my
actually happens.
parents?
That is essentially what happens. But I remember one of the first things I was scared for that I was such a
Hmm.
fucking dumbass. Which I was a kid, which makes sense. But this is like another level, especially considering how I
I
am
think
now
most of the
and
fears I
what my
had as a child
interests
have
are.
stuck around now.
No, mine haven't, because I'm also realizing I'm progressively getting less afraid of heights. I'm still
Mm-mm.
vaguely scared, but I'm not actually as bad at them as I was, like, say, a couple of years ago. But, oh god, I had to breathe there. That took way too long. Sorry. Basically, I feel like I told this before, but I was just at home. minding my own
Mhm.
business,
Mhm.
and a relative of mine was like, "Hey, you like Transformers, don't you, guy? Don't you, little guy? This is all you don't fucking shut up about, guy. So here's a Transformers comic about the new up-and-coming amazing feature film, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen." And I got this, and I was like, oh boy, I can't read! No, but I could look at the pictures, and the pictures were cool. Until I flipped to the side, I couldn't read, by the way, at this stage. But
Jury's out
I
on
mean,
that one.
I think I could. I'm assuming I could.
Jury's out on that one, Bucko.
I mean, I could read before I went to school, so I'm presuming it was
Eh,
definitely after that then.
well, I
But
still can. Can I get a refund?
but I looked at it and then I was like, "Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Oh my god, I'm so scared," because I flipped to the page and it had Ravage. And for those of you that don't know, Ravage was a Transformer in Revenge of the Fallen that was a cat with one eye that had big sharp teeth and machine guns on his side. And whatever way I looked at that, it ingrained into my brain that it was Grimlock. They turned him evil and they made him scary, and I just hated it, and I was terrified, and I refused to go to the movie. And the first time I ever seen Revenge of the Fallen was on a totally legal random DVD copy that I have no idea where it came from. I woke up and it was on the table, and no one told me to this day who actually left it there. For all
It
I
was
know, that could have been
future
an
you.
experiment from the CIA, but it was a really bad quality recording as well. Like the colors were all off. But the first time I seen that, and then I watched it as a kid, and I was like, "Oh, that's Ravage. I don't need to be scared anymore," because I knew that they didn't fuck up one of my favorite characters. But that fear was actually like visceral. I was terrified.
Absolutely wild.
Wow,
Um,
yeah, I can
Speaking
see it's
of, I
absolutely
do
wild by the
remember.
silence that pervaded through.
No, because I was listening. I was listening. See, I don't know many of. I know one thing. I know I had a dark age of cinemas.
The fuck does
Because
that mean?
I
The Toodle
remember.
Guy Dark Age,
Yeah,
circa
no. So
1942 to
one thing that would
505
always happen
BC.
to me is that we'd go for meals and stuff, and then I would always, whenever bands or music would start up, I'd always start crying because it was too loud for my little ears.
Wait, what age?
Uh, 6, 7.
You would cry at me. I think I was vibing.
Too loud! Too loud!
Bro, no such thing.
Too loud. My ears
Well, I
couldn't
mean,
cope.
there is actually,
Also,
because
just
you can get deafened.
annoyance. Yeah, deafened. I don't know. Anyway, so my theater dark ages. There. So this is a really slightly embarrassing story in retrospect. Me and my brother went to see Iron Man 3. This may
Okay,
have been the
where is this
first
going to be
ever
embarrassing?
Marvel movie I saw in cinemas.
Cool.
And the
Wait, weirdly enough,
scene,
that's the first one I remember as well,
yeah,
actually.
the scene in which, the guy blows up. Spoilers for Iron Man 3.
Okay, the actual exploding person. That's
Yeah,
if
that
you're a
scared the
child,
shit
that
out of
kind
me.
of make. Okay, that's a bit understandable. Like if you were to turn around the bit where the man has
Now,
armor and flies around,
let me
but like,
explain. It wasn't the content of someone blowing up the scare. I think it was just the noise levels.
man, you were really like scared
Sensitive
of
to noise?
noise, weren't you?
Yeah. I
You
think.
were like the bad version of Daredevil.
Also, this was less of a noise thing and more of a genuine jump scare thing. In similar no, I think it was Iron Man 3 that put me off going to films for a while. But then obviously by this point I was kind of back in, so Iron Man 3 was the first Marvel film I've seen. I don't know if I ever saw a Marvel film in cinemas until Ant-Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Very interesting. But yeah, I know Iron Man 3 just put me off, it put me off, films in general for a good 2 years.
That reminds me of something, but not films. For
That's
some
also why
reason,
I haven't felt MCU fatigue yet, because I came in late.
I mean, so did I, kind of, but I didn't like stop going. Once I started, I haven't stopped since.
Yeah.
But That reminds me, something happened to me as a child, and I don't know what it was. I can't remember,
Oh
and
god, Turtle
I
Talks has turned
understand the
into therapy talks.
ramifications. No, I'm no. I went from loving pizza as a kid to randomly hating pizza. Like
Ooh.
viscerally disgusted. I wouldn't take it. If I seen it anywhere, I'd be like, "Oh God, that's horrible." I don't know what happened to me. And then a couple like years, this lasted like 3 or 4 years. I decided like, fuck it, I'll try it again, see what's changed. Like, oh shit, that's pretty good. And it's like one of my favorite foods. I don't know what happened in that weird 3 year
Um,
gap to make me hate food.
I can tell you something that'll top that. For
Go for it.
years in my life, I thought I was allergic to eggs.
I think I remember you mentioning this.
Yeah. Now, Simon,
Oh
you
God.
have seen me consume eggs. I am not allergic to eggs. But it
Yes.
would happen where I would eat an egg, scrambled egg, or just like an egg, and I would throw up. And we didn't know, and we still don't know why. So
Maybe
then
she just didn't like eggs.
I
That's like
love
me with
eggs
peas.
now.
I hate peas. I physically can't. Like, I just like, they're dead to me.
Jesus. But yeah, I don't know. It was just anytime I ate an egg, my body would go bleh. I I'm slightly picky about food. I've seen other people that are pickier about food, but like I'm slightly I know I'm super weird about crisps.
Why, what's wrong
I've
with
mentioned this.
crisps? What?
There's just certain. All right, let's test this out. You name a crisps, I'll say smash or pass.
Bro, I don't want to be associated with a conversation where you're smashing food.
Fine, I won't
I
say
like
smash.
to eat
I'll say
food. I
yes or
don't
no.
like to replicate with food. I'd like to move on from this
No, okay,
conversation very
hold. No,
quickly.
I do want to prove my
Nope, the
point
image
though.
is ingrained in my
No,
mind. Turtle guy smashing
fucking
a packet of crisps,
mention Jesus.
ripping it open, and just going at it. I don't want that
No,
anymore.
that's not what I. Can you please name a humor me? Name a crisp, and I'll just say yay or nay, or eat or puke.
That's better. Uh, Tato.
Yeah, eat. What kind of tail are we talking? Hold on.
I don't know, man. I don't eat a lot of crisps.
Okay, we'll
I'll
just
see
say
cheese
cheese
and
and
onion. I'm
onion.
like,
Yeah,
fire.
okay, cheese and
Yeah.
onion. Yeah, anything else garbage.
No, this is where we might have to disagree.
My body will not.
I am a fan of some prawn cocktail ones
Ugh,
now and then,
ugh.
or the buff like kind of buffalo,
Bleh.
whatever the fuck the hunky dory ones are.
Mm-mm,
They're not bad.
mm-mm.
I hate there was one that I absolutely despised, but I can't remember what it was off the top of my head now. It was like
Better not
bacon,
be
which is
the.
weird because I'm pretty sure that's what the buffalo one is, but
Better not be those Bear in the Big Blue House crisps.
what the fuck? I don't know.
You don't remember them?
I forgot that existed. No. I have no idea.
Well, there you go.
There you go. I remember now. Thank you for enlightening me.
Yes, we switch.
But anyway, what makes you puke nowadays? What have you evolved from? Or do you still puke at loud noises? Or whatever?
No, loud noises just annoy me nowadays.
Okay, give an example. What was the last loud noise that you've been annoyed by?
Nightclubs? No, I don't really go to nightclubs.
Okay, that's not for everyone.
They're just not for me. They're not my kind of vibe. What's the last loud noise? See, it's really weird because I've been to concerts and stuff. Like I've been to plays where loud noises are good. Like I enjoy going to the cinema. Loud noises will not annoy me.
I think it's because you're focusing on the loud noises. In things like nightclubs and stuff, generally people are either trying to talk or dance, and if you're not kind of in that mindset, then it can seem overbearing. Like it could be an overload to
I
senses.
think it might genuinely be like just my brain getting overloaded.
That's fair. That's totally a thing that can happen. I feel like that sometimes. I also just got deja vu from this exact conversation.
Deja vu. Have you been into space before?
Have you been into space before?
Have you been into space before? Is that not the lyrics?
I don't think so. Considering I'm pretty sure it was made, or at least heavily associated with a racing game, I don't think. I mean,
But
I
have
could
you
be
been
wrong.
into space before?
No, I haven't. I don't know what the highest altitude I've ever been on is. That's actually a decent question.
Probably how high plane go.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was trying to think of a creative thing, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, well, fucking hell, you just gotta sift out all of the imagination out of that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm joking, by the way.
Unless you were just once on one plane and this pilot was just like, no balls, no ball.
And I just like jumped out.
No,
Yeah,
I
man.
meant okay.
I I don't know what you mean, actually. I don't know where I was gonna go with that because I have no fucking clue what that was leaning to. But Turtle Guy, let's give us another topic. Give me another topic. Throw
You
something at me. Throw
you
something at me.
you want something fresh, new,
I want something fresh. Fastball it to me.
fresh.
I'll give you my
Style.
first thought as a response. Fashion. Well, that was boring.
Well, this is word association.
I know, but like, give me
Oh,
something
can
that
we
I can
do
have
that? Can we
multiple
do that?
words.
Just word association. So
Okay, fine. Go for it.
okay. So
Hit
I'll
me.
say a word, you say a word, and then I say a word in relation to your word.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Look,
Lightning.
this could just be an infinite loop.
No, it'll be fine. Lightning.
Thunder.
The winter.
Frost. You're taking
Flat.
considerably long amount of time. Did you say flash?
Flat.
Oh, flat.
Just go with it.
What? That's my word.
Pardon?
Porridge.
Soup.
This is very entertaining.
Entertain-
Listeners, what is soup? Bowl.
Bread.
Butter.
Burn.
Fire.
Coal.
Burn.
Ash.
Fire.
We've gone in a fucking loop. Fire. Water.
Wet.
Ocean.
Wetter.
Seaweed.
Not as wet.
Duck.
Flack. Quack. I meant, what the fuck? I meant, okay.
Flack.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
Crack.
Cackle.
Witch.
Bonkers.
Bitch.
Aggressive.
Happy.
Sad.
Rope.
Tie.
Noose.
Neck.
Friendship.
Leaving.
Tears.
What the fuck? What did you say?
Tears.
TV.
Maltesers.
Sweets.
Cabbages.
Fluff. I'm hoping you're writing these down so you can give me a fucking full psychological breakdown of my psyche after this.
Aglet.
Peace.
Eh?
Peace.
You know what an aglet is, yeah?
Yeah, I watched Phineas and Ferb, don't at me.
Okay, good. Peace. Earth.
Fire. My brain likes thinking about fire. What- I feel like I may have come across something.
Lava.
Magma.
Volcano.
Gormity!
Island.
Of Gorm.
Paradise.
Gormity.
Death.
Paradise.
Da 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 da. Oh, can we just now turn this into an unofficial Death in Paradise podcast?
I mean, no. Well, I mean, you're the host. I feel like we should actually have a discussion after like what the fuck 10 minutes of just
Yeah.
random words being thrown at each other.
Lot of fire. You mentioned
Yeah, a lot of
Gormiti.
fire. Apparently, Gormiti is a weird like deep dive I've been going on recently, and I can't answer why. It's just been happening, and I'm totally okay with it. It was like a piece of my childhood that I forgot existed that randomly came up,
I keep-
along with Xenox Space Warriors, which has been wiped off the fucking face of the internet,
I
and I
keep-
want to know why.
I keep mixing up Gormiti with was it Bakugan?
Bakugan and Gormiti are no. The original Gormiti far superior than Bakugan, far superior. The new Gormiti not so much.
Was Gormiti just action figures?
Yeah, like little mini ones. You couldn't move them, but there was like a game you could play that coincided with a number that was on the bottom of their foot. But they had like an island that you could do, and the lore was fucking cool.
The
Like it wasn't
lore.
super intense, but it was cool. And the designs, fuck me, the designs were actually fucking so good for the original ones. They were so cool. They just went so hard. If you look up
Listen,
any of the
kids-
original
kids'
first wave of
toys back
Gormiti, they
then
were
were
so
something
good.
else.
They were. They genuinely. I like love those things. I played with
Nowadays
them so
it's just
much.
poop.
I mean, I don't play with poop. I don't know what you're trying to say about your audience, Turtle Guy.
No, it's not. I'm not saying that it's genuine. I'm not making this up. It's
I'm joking, I'm
genuinely
joking.
poop.
Wait, what do you mean?
There's a bunch of kids' toys which like make your own poop. Unicorns that poop.
I feel like that's all part of the newest TikTok trend, Turtle Guy. I think you'll not find it if you actually look into it. Ha ha ho.
God
I'm
damn
not on
it.
TikTok, so I don't know what I'm spewing. I don't know what other nonsense is coming out of my nonsense hole.
Oh, not your nonsense hole.
So, Turtle Guy, what do you think about fashion? What is your ideal fashion?
Oh, a nice hat.
Nothing else. Great. Cool.
I have illusions
I hope
of
it's covering the crotch.
grandeur.
Okay. I feel like this could tell us more about your psyche than fucking word association.
I
Explain.
know, right? See, I'd always, I don't want to look like. I always see shit like, how to describe. I'd always like it.
Clothes.
Yeah, I always like clothes that are like inspired by Doctor Who. I obviously don't want to go walking around in a suit all day, but I enjoy like there's some looks, especially the Capaldi looks, where it's just like a nice long coat, some like jeans or fancy
Long coats
trousers.
slap.
Long coats do slap.
indeed
Like
slap.
fucking, I always see people in my class that got like nice long coats. I want another nice, good long coat, maybe a black one.
Fair. I agree with that assumption. That's pretty
I
good.
love a good long coat.
I actually want a long coat. That is actually my kind of only thing that I think is missing from my fashion
Yeah.
place.
So it'll be
I
either
mean,
black
there's
or
always
white.
probably nicer clothes, but what, for me or for you?
Yeah. Well, no, for you.
I mean, either or, really, I don't mind. Or just
Black
a
and white.
long leather jacket, one of every color.
Like the fucking
The
rainbow
Star
one.
Lord one from like
Oh, I like
Guardians
that
1.
one. Yeah,
It's pretty fucking sick.
because it's
The
got like
Captain
all the.
Boomerang one, fuck me, it's so good. I actually really like that
Which
jacket
one?
from the Suicide Squad.
See, the only
It's really
problem.
cool.
The only problem with the with a leather one, heavy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Like the Sherlock Holmes one, that's pretty good. I like that. That's a pretty nice
Oh, that is
design.
very much my inspiration. Again.
Yes. I like that. Yes, that's very good. I like that. Oh, I love that meme.
Very good.
What do you think is the most... How do I word this without having to respond in similar vein? What do you think is the closest you've come to death? Fuck it, go with it. Let's go with death.
Okay. Um. I don't like. It's really weird. I don't think I've ever had like a really close near death thing, to my
Good.
knowledge.
To your knowledge, is the extent of the thing
Like
you
the
should
closest thing
emphasize,
is
yes.
like, oh, maybe I stepped in front of a car like a little bit too quick, but you know, I genuinely don't know if I would even class that as a near death accident, because I don't know if that'd kill me.
Well, I'm not going to extend on that point anymore. I feel like this may be a slightly dangerous topic to cover, actually.
What, death?
No, not death. What's your, whoa, I was about to say, what's your perception of death, but that would get things real,
Well, I saw this
whew.
big wolf once.
Huh? Are you whipping in Nordic mythology? What the
No, I
fuck
was
is...
trying to make a Puss in Boots reference.
Oh, right. Wow, okay, that went way over my head. Fuck, okay, sorry. That is totally
A
my bad. That
classic
was a good reference.
cybercrime. Things going over your head like.
The bus that I get thrown under every episode.
Let it
I
be
thought that was a
known
good
by the
segue.
people that
Why did you go quiet? Why did
cybercrime.
you go quiet? That was a good one. What the fuck? I
I
thought
was
that was
mid
good.
yawn, you motherfucker. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Let it be
Wait.
known.
I don't know if that's ever been fully explained,
I
like
think it
actually
has.
sat down. It probably has, but I still love that. Because it's not at all true, but it is kind of funny, and I like leaning into it.
Yeah. Let
I'm
it be
not
known.
someone who
Okay,
attacks
let
my
it be
friends,
known.
by the
You
way,
haven't
just let
been
that be
thrown
known.
under their bus for a while. The bus is
I was
empty.
thrown under the bus on the last Turtle Talks.
Last Turtle Talk that was published, or last Turtle Talk we did?
Both, I'm pretty sure.
Bullshit.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Proof, documents,
Well,
details.
I'm fucking. You're the one that edited it. Like, I'm just like. It's the running gag. It's the running
Eh.
gag. Throw
See, I
cyber
don't
under the
know,
moving
cause
vehicular motive.
you start with this. You start with these. Oh, I'm always thrown under the bus, and then you're like,
I
oh, it's
didn't
the
mention
running
that
gag.
once. I didn't mention that. Yeah, but yeah, sometimes I do it myself because it's funny. Because I enjoy the hoo ha, as it were, as Turtle Guy would understand.
Oh, I love a good hoo ha, followed by a Ringo Rango.
Yes. Where did Ringo Rango actually come from?
I probably stole it from something. What? What Harry Potter house you from? You ever done the test?
Gryffindor.
Oh, I'm a Hufflepuff. Nothing bad ever happens
That
to the
doesn't
Hufflepuffs.
surprise me. That really doesn't surprise me.
Also,
Um,
I do have to censor myself here. Yes, technically the Cedric Diggory was a Hufflepuff, but he was the Hufflepuff that was he flew too close to the sun. He was his own. Listen, fucking, I'm a good
look,
Hufflepuff. He was a
everyone
bad
died.
Hufflepuff.
I'm not a Hufflepuff. I don't need to know this. Hufflepuffs can go like, they can get
I
puffed. I
know. I
don't
just
need like,
listen. I don't want some actually in the
they
comments.
go like poof.
Well, Cedric Diggory didn't go
Actually,
poof.
what happened to him? I actually can't remember. Was that the fourth one where he went into like a hedge maze and they just deleted the Sphinx out of the book?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh.
I think he got, I don't know, Voldemort just went kapow.
No one tried to recover his body? I
Oh
mean, I
no,
don't
the
know. It
body,
fucking felt like another
the
dimension,
body,
so honestly.
the body got brought back. Do you not remember that scene? Uh, it's Cedric Diggory's dad, and he's like, my boy, or something. It was funny.
It was funny. You heard it here first, folks. Turtle Guy laughs at the deaths of students.
Listen, that Harry Potter film had a lot of memes.
I'm pretty sure nearly everything has memes, man. Like, I
Do you
seen
not
one with
remember?
Infinity War where they blacked out like the screen as Thanos goes to sit down, and it was like when you take a shit you were holding in all day, and it works so perfectly. Like everything can be fucking.
Dude,
Context is incredible into like how it can actually change what you're viewing. You can look at the exact same scene, filmed the exact same way, but if someone says one different sentence before you watch it, it could be completely different. It's incredible.
yeah, I mean the infamous Dumbledore asked calmly,
That is not
Harry.
context. That is not context. You're
I'm
going
like,
back to the memes. You're going
no,
back to the
I'm
memes.
explaining the me. You motherfucker, let me speak. In the
I'm
book,
letting you
it
speak. It's your
says
talk show.
Dumbledore asked calmly, of which he does.
Yes.
Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? And then in the movie, they show the scene where he's like, Harry Potter, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
That's not context. That's like, well, I wouldn't call that. I mean, technically everything is context, but like that's.
Everything is context.
Whatever happened to
Everything
the Lego Movie? Are they ever making
is.
another one of them? I know it's a different company that owns them now, but like,
Probably not. Who's to say?
well, I fucking hope so. If they sold it to someone, I hope they actually use it.
Universal.
Ah, the same people with Harry Potter. Wow, that was a weird thing.
The same people
I myself have been to European
to
studios. What?
me.
I myself have been to the Turtle Guys studios.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, hang on, that's a question. If you could have all the money in the world, you could make a Turtle Talks home studio.
Yeah.
What would it be? Describe.
What, like a big office?
Okay, so you got a big office.
I don't think I need a. What are my limitations? Can it
Nothing.
be what I have no limitations.
No limitations.
A whole country. Turtle
Okay,
Talks
fuck
will
it, you do.
dominate a whole fucking.
Now, what country are you picking?
France.
Okay, France is now the Turtle Talks studio. You just stick an aerial at the top of the Eiffel Tower, and that's the upload.
That's the upload. We will still not be uploaded any quicker than the usual. But you know
No,
what?
but now it looks fancy.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss off Cyber and actually make me do stuff. But Turtle Talks is a more consistent upload schedule than the Sandman series. Oh shit, the silence is deafening.
Would you like the Sandman series to be finished?
Yes, I would.
Has one of the two of us asked for that to happen?
Yes,
Recently?
you have.
Yes, I
It's not
have.
my fault. You ask and I'm there.
No, you're not, because when I ask to record something, you say you're tired, so then we do Turtle Talks.
You never say Sandman.
I say record something!
Be more Pacific.
I will not be more Pacific Ocean, I will be more Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean.
Why are you emphasizing?
Well, what's wrong with the Indian
I was
Ocean?
making a joke because you said Pacific and you said instead of specific, so I was making a hoo-hoo about
Well, let's
oceans.
be Atlantic.
Well, let's be the North Atlantic Drift. Let's be the North Atlantic Meridional Current, honestly.
Quit
Fuck, it's a
naming oceans.
meridional, I think.
Oh, there's an actually coming for you. Actually, Cyber Prime, you're mixing that up with the
it's
River
the right
Nile.
thing. I don't know how to pronounce. It's not the fucking River Nile, my guy. I don't know how to pronounce the word. I'm gonna be honest. That's the only thing that's fucking up.
Oh well, such is life.
Such is life.
So, anything else we want to discuss?
So any idea
I think
what
we're
you
running.
any idea what you're gonna put on the what do you want to be when you grow up? No, what are you gonna put on the title of this? Or not the title. What are you gonna put on the thumbnail?
Well, let's see. We mentioned us.
Oh, I have another driving story.
Oh, lovely. Go right ahead.
It's nowhere near as exciting. Sorry, I just was reminding me because I remember literally it happened, and it's gone to the point where if something weird happens in my life, I was like, "Oh, this will be good for Turtle Talks." That literally went through my head. But anyway, I was driving in a fucking blizzard. Or no, it wasn't. Oh, I have two stories actually. I'll start with the blizzard one first. I was driving in a blizzard,
As one
and
does.
two things kind of happened. I was driving it really slow, like ridiculously slow, because if I went any further, the car would have been pulled off to the side of the edge because of the ice and stuff and the snow. Um, it's sliding, but it feels more like pulling when it actually happens. I don't really know how to describe it. But I was driving, it's fine. Everyone around me is going slow because we all understand not to be a fucking idiot. Um, and like, 'cause why would anyone try and overtake someone in the middle of a blizzard that you can't barely see the car in front of you? That'd be
Hey!
ridiculous. A van I seen a light coming behind me, like the light of God was slowly appearing behind me. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then when I looked over my shoulder, a fucking van was like, brrrr. It sounded like it was in pain, and it was slowly overtaking me, but it was still overtaking me, and it was driving on the other side of the road for like a solid minute to try and get around me. It was so weird. It was so lucky that nothing else was coming. And I was like, what the fuck is this person
Cyber,
doing?
funny!
And then they kept going. But what I found more interesting is that they went around the corner. I went around the corner maybe like 10 seconds, 15 seconds after, no sign, completely gone. No rear lights, nothing. Nowhere they could have turned off. I do not know what happened to them. They either drove into a ditch and I didn't see them,
I mean,
or
you
they
said light
just,
of
I don't know
God.
what happened. I mean, yeah, maybe they got abducted by God. Well, it's not really abduction, is it? Maybe they got abducted by aliens. But yeah, that was the first story. The next one, I was driving really slowly going into a toll, and there was a lot of people ahead of me because there were people. It was kind of like a rush hour, and people were going really slow trying to do it. And a van pulled up really right behind me, and like proper bumper to bumper. And I was thinking, this guy. This isn't it. You should be given more space. What if I had to actually roll back for whatever reason? This isn't very good. And then I looked in the mirror just to see, out of curiosity, just to look back, and then he was staring my mirror dead in the face, and he just started shaking his head from side to side, and I looked back at the steering wheel, and I did not look back ever since.
Did you lock eyes with you?
Yeah, he did! I swear to God, he did, and he
That
just
was
started
so
slowly shaking his
fucking
head like
menacing.
left to right. Yeah, and then I looked stared straight ahead and I just kept driving at that point. I just, like, I didn't care what would come in
Oh
front of me.
goodness.
The fucking van from earlier could have reappeared. The fucking luminous guy with the fucking
So,
clothes that would glow in the dark could have chased me down again. I was not going to stop.
well, okay. I think we're running low on time, but I wanna mention. I was also in a somewhat similar, not the exact same blizzard, and I was on the bus home. Ironically enough, so from where we set off was relatively dry. Ironically, I was like quizzing the bus driver because he was a chatty kind of bus driver, and it was like, "Oh yeah, why would the buses ever be cancelled?" And he's like, "Yeah, nah, never, we'd never do it." And then when we got close to the destination, he came onto the microphone and he's just like, "Listen, if
I was
you
wrong.
would, if you would like to, y'all should probably text the office of the buses before tomorrow morning just to check." I don't know if the buses even went this morning. I'll find out next week. Anyway, not my story. My story is we were driving closer and closer, and we got closer to home. As we got closer to home, the snow got worse and worse and worse. And so, Cyber, you were saying the cars, you were all driving slow, yeah?
Yeah.
My bus driver was like, "Yeah, the one thing, you want to know the one thing you don't do in snowy weather?
No, wait.
Go
I feel like
slow! You gotta maintain the speed! You gotta keep a good speed!" He then proceeded in a blizzard, snowy blizzard, where he overtook a car during
What?
a fucking blizzard.
What
My
the fuck
bus
was the car
driver's an
doing?
idiot.
Wait. Well, he survived. I guess maybe he knew what he was talking about.
I
Maybe he
don't
was like a
know.
rally bus
Like,
driver,
okay,
like
fair enough. You
a
keep up with
previous
high
life.
gears, and you keep fairly like you
I
keep
was not. I
slow.
was in like third gear, like for like a
Nah,
fucking
he
hour
was slow. You
straight.
got. Well, I don't know. Fucking bus driver was like, you will fucking hit the gas.
Was he in like a previous like thing? Was he? Did he not know air freezing works? Was he like, oh shit, if I get his mind, he's like in a previous life he was on one of the people that first went to the Arctic. So he was like, oh god, if we stop moving, the ice will freeze around us. Oh god, we gotta keep moving, or we gotta everyone get overboard, stop hitting the ice. And like that's what he was like, but in reality he was actually in a boat. He was in
I
a
don't know.
different
He dropped
like
us off anyway, and
vessel.
I swear to God, when I got off that bus the other day, I felt as if I'd been dropped in fucking the Arctic. Like, just there
But
was.
it's all adding up. Turtle guy, you were brainwashed and brought back in time to help discover like the Arctic. That is literally
Legit,
what
no,
happened.
it did kind of feel like that because when I got on, I was just wet, and then when I came off, I was just
So
surrounded. Oh,
you were. Oh, maybe this is all like a weird coma. Maybe you are actually living in the past, but you like fell
I mean,
overboard and got
listen,
frozen. Now your brain
if
is making all of this up to try and
if,
cope.
if I like, I was thinking about it. If I fell asleep on the bus and woke, like, imagine you fall asleep. Oh, it's raining. You wake up. You're in a fucking winter wonderland.
I feel like I may have taken a wrong turn here.
Yeah, wild.
But I feel like that wouldn't be the biggest juxtaposition. What would be worse if I was like, oh, it's raining, I fall asleep. Oh, I wake up and it's in space, and the bus is just like floating around. That'd be slightly more concerning. Or if it was raining fire and the biblical like final Bible thing was starting, that'd be more terrifying.
Yeah, you know, final Bible.
Look, it's not called the final Bible, but that kind of sounds a bit better. I think it's called not the Book of Extinction. The Book
Bad,
of
bad book.
was it the Book of Extinction?
No,
Yeah, well, you're not
Cyber,
allowed. You're not allowed
Cyber,
to
you
read it in the
fool,
church.
you fool! It was called the Book of Boba Fett.
Bum, ba-la-la-la-lun, dun, dun, bum, ba-la-la-la-lun, dun, dun, dun. I didn't know this. Did you know this? There, there's been like there's the Bible. People have tried to sneak shit into the Bible. There is an actual vetting process that had to happen, that people came and looked at letters and accounts that were written, and they actually had to vet it and see if it could be considered canon.
Of course.
To the point that people wrote fan fiction at the time and tried to put like themselves in with Jesus and the miracles.
Yeah, you know, me and
And
Jesus over there.
yeah, me and my good old buddy Jesus, we were like strutting about town, and we just turned some bread into fish or whatever, and then we got some more fish and turned them into bread, and it was like we gotta balance it.
Yeah, me
And
and Jesus.
yeah, Turtle Guy is Jesus. Turtle Guy is.
And
Oh God, I
it's
don't
at
even know
that
if I
point
want to
in
get
the
with that.
episode
Yeah,
where
I don't know
we
if I
start
want to
to
get
wrap
any
things
further into
up.
that. Yeah, Turtle Guy, the second coming.
No,
I can't.
no, 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 no.
Turtle Guy is a person of paracausal power. If
Uh-huh.
you go to sleep and see Turtle Guy, it means
I am the
you're asleep.
boogeyman.
Then just okay, all the way. If you gotta just keep the boogeyman away, just hook up like 3 massive concert speakers to the side of your bed, so that if you ever open your eyes and you see like a shadow in the corner of your room, just slam your fist down and just send a massive noise. Like just
Yeah,
start a
just
rave in
start
your
playing
room, and the
Darude
boogeyman will go.
Sandstorm and full.
Yeah, with like massive lights and everything, you'll overload his senses, and then he'll scramble away back into the night.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get away. That's the anti-turtle guy mechanism that I've just
The
devised. I want
anti.
that to be the thumbnail.
Oh God, no.
The anti-turtle guy contraption.
Just like watch along wagons. You can't request a thumbnail. You get what you get.
You've requested some, I think.
Well, life's full of happy accidents.
Well, I mean, I just got sniped. Sorry. I mean, yeah, but there's also like, I can be generous. what if we make like a deal, and if you put the anti-turtle guy contraption as the thumbnail, I'll put something for you as the John Walker thumbnail.
Yeah,
You like that?
yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, then that works.
Okay.
The turtle guy, the anti-turtle guy contraption will be born. It'll be merch. Turtle Guys put up whenever the Turtle Talks merch comes out, that'll be the first thing, and which is kind of strange because it's anti-Turtle Guy merch that's being sold by Turtle Guy. That's like playing both sides. It's also like the guy who, if people put these two pieces of information that I randomly decided to talk about, they'll be able to tell who I've just discovered on YouTube and who I'm absolutely fucking loving. But there was a person who managed to get the highest rank and award in both the British military and the Nazis during World War II. Someone managed to. There was a guy who pretended to be a spy for the Nazis that convincingly that they gave him the Iron Cross. The whole time he was like basically lying, and it's hilarious. The story is incredible. His name is Juan. I can't remember his second name, but it's incredible. You should look it up. It's so good.
You should. And on that note, we gotta wrap it up.
Do we really have to? But I don't want to
We
go
have
back in the
to.
box. Turtle
Get
guy,
back
I
in the
don't
box.
wanna, I don't,
Back in the box.
I don't
Get
want
back.
to. I don't want to go. I
back,
don't. No,
back.
I don't want to go. No,
End the
Turtle guy,
podcast.
help me, please, help.
And we're done.
Cool, great.